Yo, what's going on, guys? This is the third video. Today we're gonna be looking at the Hyperion. Looking to sell this thing as well because I got the FF 2.0 coming in a few days. I don't know what's up with the FF 2.0. It's sitting in fucking England. It went to Northern Ireland and now it's back in the UK. It's just sitting there for like the 2 days. So hopefully that shit comes back. But today we're gonna be looking at the Hyperion. Did the FF Lite and the P1 3.0 previously, but we're gonna be looking at the Hyperion. So the Hyperion, it's the folding mechanism is basically the same as the FF Lite. You unscrew this thing as well. This thing pops out. The only difference is that there's this pin right here that you pull, and this thing will fold down. So then the wheels stay in place when you fold that down. I think some scooters like the the FF Lite and the Hyperion, this thing folds down, the wheels stay in place. And then the P1 3.0, if the folding mechanism is right here with the lever, so then this whole thing folds up like that. And I think that's how the FF 2.0 works as well. So I guess that's personal preference. You got the sticker right here. Some people have told me that the sticker peels off. I haven't had that issue. I mean, it's all stuck on here, and this is just my bag that I put my lock in. The headlight for this is gonna be up here. It's actually really light. I have it held up with these wires and stuff. Someone told me that they sent the wrong screws, so this thing is gonna be loose, but I just have this wire down here kind of like holding it in place. So, I mean, that works fine as well. And yeah, we got the hydraulic nut brakes as well. And then there's a way to like adjust the thing you're down there. I haven't found any difference adjusting it myself. I feel like it doesn't make a difference, but apparently you can adjust it down there as well. And then apparently this is the built-in damper or something like that. I don't know if you guys can see, but I think there's something in there. And they told me like it comes with this tool, and you're supposed to apparently like loosen the top or something like that until the bottom. I don't know how to even use this thing, but there's a way to adjust it with this thing. And then coming around to the bag, same thing as well, hydraulic nut brakes, and then there's one of these shocks back here as well. And then going up here, obviously we got our battery as well. This is a 72, I think it's 72 volt, 40 amp hour battery. And then obviously we got our wires up back here. I was actually replacing the Tron strips because one of them broke the other time. So then the Tron strip wires are gonna be right here. And then I actually got to redo the wiring so the cable goes underneath this thing. But yeah, there's going to be the wiring for the Tron lights. Basically, comes out of here and then goes through here. And then the lights turn on that way. I think like the controller for the lights is separate. So you can actually turn the lights on without having the scooter on itself, which is nice. Like if I were to like press the brakes right now, the lights would turn on even though the scooter itself is off. And obviously, if you turn the lights on itself, it's gonna be really bright as well. I'll show you guys the lights. I posted on my Instagram story, but if I like, right now it's the middle of the day, but if I turn the lights off, right, it's pretty bright. It's not as bright as like the the FF light, where it's like an actual light. This one isn't an actual light. This is just Tron strips, obviously. But so it's not gonna like light up the surrounding, but if you look at the light, it's still bright, you know what I mean? So it's personal preference if you like one or the other. But yeah, this Tron strip goes all the way from the front. You can see how it glows against the scooter. It's just not gonna like, don't expect it to like light up the surroundings, but looking at the scooter though, it definitely has that glow all around it. Like you can notice around here. So that's really nice. And then obviously if you go up here, we can take a look at all this stuff right here. This is gonna be the light switch. This is gonna be the turning signals. The one thing with the turning signals is that it's only in the back. So you can see right here, the right turning signal. You can do the left turning signal. You could do both as well, like this. I guess like hazard lights. So they're independently controlled. Now, personally, I don't really like this system. Like, this obviously is like a parts for like when you're building scooters. Multiple different manufacturers use this. Like, I know there's Cabo scooters that have the same controller for this. I don't really like this, how it's a button system, because like every time you want to like use the turn signal, you gotta look down and see like, okay, is it on, is it off? Like sometimes I would like press it and then like it stays on like this. So unless you actually look down at this, you're not gonna be able to like tell if it's on or off, you know. So that's what I don't really like about it. If it's like a switch, you don't have to look down. You just like switch it like this. I think the FF Lite and the FF 2.0 are like switch systems. So I don't know. Hopefully those are a little bit better. And obviously this is the horn. It's really loud as well. So that's that. And then over here, we got 3 buttons. We got the display up here. And then this is the throttle. This is the best throttle I've seen. Like, for me, this is like the push throttle. The P1 3.0 has the trigger throttle, which you pull back like this. So this thing is up here. The problem with that is that when you press down, the scooter accelerates, right? And then when the scooter accelerates, if you're not paying attention, because the scooter jerks forward, it'll actually trigger the throttle even more because it'll go like this, like with your finger. So I've had times when I wasn't paying attention, just walking it through the building, and then all of a sudden, like it accelerates a little bit, and then when it accelerates, it triggers the throttle more, and it slams into the wall. So I don't like that one as much. And then like the FF Lite has like a twist throttle as well, but if you check that video, it's like over here, but it's really jerky. So it's like when you're trying to like accelerate around corners, you don't want jerky acceleration. But sometimes if you're around the corners, you gotta be a little bit careful on the FF Lite because it's like it looks a little bit different. It's basically just a twist throttle, but with the lever attached to it. So it's really jerky. But this one, it's like a whole separate thing. That's like a design throttle. This one's really good because you can do just this and it'll like accelerate really, really slow. Or if you press it all the way, you can get the full power. It's really like, you could go fast with it, but you can also go steady acceleration at slow speeds. So this throttle is probably the best part of the Hyperion. And obviously this is my monitor stand up here. But that's gonna be the deck. Obviously I just took it off. The one thing annoying with this is that the screws for the deck is actually under the rubber. With the P1 3.0 and the FF Lite, you can just screw it off from the top. But for this, it's annoying because all the screws are under the rubber, so I gotta like peel the rubber back before I can access the screws. And then not only is it just screws, there's actually like washers and stuff like that as well that you gotta use to like tighten the screws. So those are like, you gotta use something to hold the washer or something. I don't know if that's what it's even called, but you gotta like hold it while doing the thing. The brakes work really good though. And then so in order to turn it on, you're gonna press this button right here, hold it down, and it's gonna take you to this screen right here. And then once you get here, you can put in your passcode. Right now it's just 0000. You just press this, but you can use the plus and minus buttons to change like your input, and that you can obviously change. I just have it set to the default, but that's that. There's no NFC tag or anything like that, unlike the FF Lite, but that's gonna be that. And then this, obviously the screw. You can see up here, if I press like the power button, you can switch it to like the front wheel drive, all wheel drive, etc. And then in order to change like the, right now it's in gear 0, so even if you do this, it's not gonna move at all. But you can do like gear 1, and then this goes all the way up to gear 10. And then obviously this is sport mode right here. And then it goes all the way up to like 9. And then that's about it. Like you can change the stuff down here. Right now it's on trip and odometer. I think there's like a timer option, and then there's like a calories burned option. But I don't know if those are, you can change those in settings. Like if you press both of these at once, it should, oh yeah, there we go. So you got the settings right here. You can change the language, the mode. I don't know if the mode actually does anything, but you can just do that kind of stuff. Like if you go in here, fuck. Let's switch it back to miles. God damn, what the fuck? I don't know what I just did there. Oh, that's the auto off. But I think like here you can like change this as well. Like if you want just 3 gears versus 5. Like battery voltage. Fuck, what am I doing, bro? Okay, I don't know. Alright, so I figured this out. Basically, this is you can change this. So, like, right now, I have it set to 1, 2, and 3. So, if that's easier, you can do that on the, like, if you just do 1, it'll go, like, a certain speed, and then you can change that as well. But the top speed itself is the same. Like, if you go on 3 right now, I can floor it right now, and it's gonna go. So like the top speed itself is gonna be the same, but you can like change it so that there's like 3 modes versus 2. Like I'll go into display settings right here, and then you can change it right here, gear 3. So like this is obviously just display. I know some electric scooter guide videos, it's set to the 5 as default, so it's gonna show 5 modes, but you can change it to like have 9 modes instead. So that's what I have it set to over here. And then you can change like the battery percentage to like show the voltage instead of the percentage. And then like, you know, it's like you can pretty much change it like that. You can change like the brake strength and all that as well. So that's really nice. So that's gonna be that as well. So I think with the FF Lite, if you take the wheels off, I think it's capped to 59 miles an hour. The Hyperion, the display will show 120. Now I know the display on this thing is not really accurate, so it'll show a little bit faster. It'll show actually a lot faster than what the actual speed is, but that way you're still going pretty fast. But anyways, yeah, I think we covered everything. That was that. That's the display. The light, again, this thing is gonna be jerky. Covered the buttons and all that. Tron lights as well. So basically, we got these Tron lights right here as well, and then this thing goes like this. And I think like if you want to, you can. Obviously, this thing comes off as well. I don't want to touch it, but like this thing comes off as well. And then so if you were to have like multiple of these things with like different colors, you technically could swap it out. Only thing is that you would have to take the deck off every time. And if you have like a drill with the Allen key drill bits, it's not as bad. But mine's coming on Wednesday, so right now I gotta use the manual thing to like do every single one of these, which ends up taking more time than switching the Tron lights themselves out. But that's that with the Hyperion. Overall, nice scooter. So yeah, we covered the P1 3.0 FF Lite. This is gonna be the Hyperion, and then next up, we're gonna be looking at the FF 2.0. Hopefully, I don't gotta do as much maintenance with the FF 2.0. I'm hoping it comes all nice, but yeah, that's gonna be that with the Solar F Hyperion.